Chicken Inn Football Club finally broke the hoodoo of failure to win at their Luveve home ground following a hard 1-0 victory over Mondoro-based Ngezi Platinum, a result that should relieve pressure on veteran coach Joy Antipas as his Gamecocks climbed out of the dreaded bottom four. Ngezi had threatened early from a corner kick flicked narrowly wide by Brooklyn Katumba, and a few minutes later the same Katumba would enjoy a free header that again sailed agonizingly above the bar. Waking up from their early slumber, Chicken Inn's first real attempt at goal came off a sizzling George Majiga shot that whistled inches above the horizontal woodwork. The Gamecocks suffered an early setback after the injury of midfield workhorse Joseph Tulani, who twisted his ankle on landing from an aerial tussle. He was stretchered off the field of play to be replaced by Brandon Redon. Play resumed with Malvin Gaki almost putting Ngezi ahead following an impressive run to whip in a killing shot that Donovan Bernard scrambled to safety as it threatened to nestle at the far corner of the nets. 0-0 it would end at the break, Ngezi a bit on the upper hand, whilst Chicken Inn perhaps handicapped by the departure of Tulani, unable to play their fluid game that creates clear chances for the strikers. The two teams returned for Chicken Inn to strike early in the second half, what would prove the winner of a hanging free kick that Lincoln Mangaira headed goalwards for an unmarked Mpumelelo Bebe to control and tap into an unguarded net. 1-0 after only 4 minutes of the second half to Chicken Inn. Ngezi were never going to give it up without a fight, and they were soon running rings around the Chicken Inn midfield and defense, piercing through the lines to set up Ashwin Karengesha, whose full-blooded shot was too direct to keeper Donovan Bernard. The visitors again came close after some good work on the right by Karengesha to deliver a quality crosser flicked narrowly wide by Marvelous Mukumba. Chicken Inn literally camped in their own territory for the better periods of the second half as they played to grind maximum points, with Ngezi piling pressure to squeeze at least a point. With the invitation to pour forward, the visitors raided time and again, but the Gamecocks, anchored by Itai Mabunu at the center of defense, remained resolute. 1-0 it would end in favor of Chicken Inn, the hosts grinding a result against an organized Ngezi that ended on the losing side despite a decent performance, deserving more than they eventually suffered. It will be the first time as well as only that Chicken Inn will celebrate a home win for an entire first half of the season. They did themselves a lot of good, climbing up the table from position 15 to 12, whilst Ngezi dropped from 7th to 9th. For the Premier Soccer League at Luveve Stadium in Bulawayo, I'm Thandazani Zimbwa.